We're just days away from starting a new year. We'll look back at the year that was 2022 at Disney. It's episode 122 of the Mickeyphile podcast.
Welcome back, everyone, to episode 122 and the end of 2022.
I know, it's cool how those numbers work out.
Yeah, on the Mickeyphile podcast. For the last time this year, I am Scott, and with me at Saratoga Springs Resort is my lovely wife, Karen.
Hello, everybody.
So first thing,
yeah,
we got a 5-star review.
We did?
We did.
Wow.
From DFTBA Dan. Dan said, as a DVC member and Walt Disney World fan, I listen to a lot of Disney podcasts. This is one of my favorites. It's fun, informative, and more than anything, filled with kindness. If you need an oasis from your troubles, welcome home. Scott and Karen are a great duo, always interesting and unbiased in their views. Their interest in the magic of Disney through their updates, supportive cast members, and joyful spirit make it one of my favorites.
Aww. Thank you.
Dan, thank you very much. We really appreciate that. That's very kind.
It is very kind. You know, I almost gave me a little tear. Almost.
I'm dead inside.
I'm getting there, but every once in a while, some things get me all mushy, you know.
Yeah, thank you very much. We really appreciate that.
We really appreciate it.
I think that's all the
housekeeping.
Yeah, that was actually from 2 weeks ago, but Apple's been really slow putting them up.
Oh, really? Huh.
For some reason, Chartable is supposed to tell me, but they didn't tell me about that one. So anyway, we appreciate it. Thank you.
We do really appreciate it. Thank you.
That's all I have for catch-up stuff.
Okay.
It's the end of 2022.
I know.
We are here
at Walt Disney World.
We are currently
in a studio at Saratoga.
We are going to move around so much in the next 4 or 5 days.
I know. It's really crazy. It's like all of a sudden it's here. And we've been planning this for 9 months.
9 months since right before your birthday in March.
Yeah, I know. And it's now craziness.
The night before.
It's the night before. So when we say it's the night before, it's the night before
Star Cruiser.
Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. With 3 of our dear friends. It's going to be a crowded
Samantha,
room.
Rebecca, and Amanda are right now probably at Give Kids the World.
Yeah, actually.
Give Kids the World, Night of a Million Lights.
And yeah, I believe they're at Night of a Million Lights. So right now we're at Saratoga Resort in a studio in the grandstand section. And then tomorrow we go on the Star Cruiser. And then we disembark the Star Cruiser on the 30th. And then we're back at Saratoga in a studio.
And then we added a night to decide to stay New Year's Eve. Mm-hmm. So
we're staying off property for that one.
Right.
But I got a really good deal on Hotwire.
Yeah, so I don't even remember where we're staying. Radisson or something?
It's a Radisson, yes. We actually stayed there before.
I don't know. It's a Hotwire deal is what it is.
Yeah.
So it's going to be busy.
Yes, it is.
I think we're doing the enchantment at the top again.
Yes, it is. I think it's called enchantment at the top. But
it's going to be the New Year's fireworks this time.
Yes.
So, but we are booked. It is confirmed.
It is confirmed, yes.
We haven't paid because DVC won't call us to take our money, but
yes, but it is confirmed
that we are going.
We have a spot for 7. So
might be able to add an 8th. So if you want to go,
yeah, if anybody wants to come down, come on down. Anybody wants to come down, we could.
We're doing it on the 30th. You have till Friday.
Yeah, have till Friday at about We get 90 minutes before, because it's considered a dessert party. So we get 90 minutes before the fireworks, and the fireworks at 11:50.
Right.
So we get 90 minutes before that. And I found out that we're going to be in the park before that. So and the same fireworks are at 6:30. So we get to watch them from in the park, and then we get to watch them again from Top of the World.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Yes.
So, yeah. Okay. So there's not a lot of news.
No,
because
very little
it's
news.
the end of the year, and
Right.
it was Christmas week, and
Yeah.
so. But anyway, give us what we have.
All right. We have a little bit of news. The Walt Disney World Railroad has reopened after 4 years. 4 years.
So of course it reopened
The day.
like an hour after we left.
Yeah, literally. It opened on December 23rd at 10 a.m. And we literally left at like 9.
Yeah. Well, I left.
You left, but I was wandering all
4 o'clock in the
around. I
morning,
didn't
but-
know about it till later.
Yeah, I left at 4 a.m. But
Right.
yeah, you left at 9 a.m.
Right. So, but we'll get to go on it.
Yeah, that'll be Friday's plan.
Yes, Friday's plan is the railroad. So, and then the other news is American Adventure at Epcot has finally reopened after a slightly extended refurbishment. It also opened on December 23rd.
I did not even know it was closed.
Yes, they closed in September, middle of September.
I guess I did and didn't pay any attention.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked open. Probably because they had the gingerbread stuff in there, so everybody was still going in. But
Right. And that's why. So, but the actual show.
yeah.
So, then there's a little bit of DVC news.
Yeah, a little bit. Carousel Coffee has reopened or is opening on the 28th. That's
Tomorrow.
Wednesday. It's off the Boardwalk lobby. They had a cast member. Yeah, they had a cast member preview on the 27th.
I literally walked by it when it was going on.
And there's going to be a seating area just outside of the new Carousel Coffee.
Mhm.
This was a store.
Yes. It was
Dundree's Sundries or Dundee's Sundries or whatever
Right.
it's called. So now it's a coffee shop.
yeah, it actually looked pretty good. It looked really nice in there. They had the door open.
I feel like they're going to have a lot of stuff right there in that stretch that's like the same.
Yeah, I know. Because then they're doing
A coffee shop and the bakery and then the cake place, restaurant.
right, which is going where ESPN was.
Yeah.
Right.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
The coffee shop is open.
Yeah.
Will be by the time anybody hears this.
Yes. So.
That's it for the news. There just wasn't much going on.
No, I mean, there's lots of little things going on, but not enough to.
Yeah. Chapek was just trying to lay low, finish out the year, I think.
Chapek was?
Oh, Chapek. Iger was just trying to lay low to finish out the year, I guess, and start fresh.
Let's just start fresh. He did send out, wait a minute, hold on, let me go back. He did send out emails to people. I got the email.
That's right. It never happened when Chapek was there.
Right. He sent out emails thanking guests for being guests and pass holders and coming to the parks. And I know it sounds silly and it was all over Facebook, but I actually appreciated the email.
Well, it's a welcome change when for the last year we've heard about, can't remember the phrase. It wasn't undesirable, but it was basically undesirable customer mix. You know? So it's actually was nice to get that from a company that, I don't know if it went to pass holders or what, but I never saw it. I didn't read it. So
I don't recall.
yeah, welcome change.
Yeah, it was a very welcome change. It was kind of like, wow, I feel valued.
Yeah.
There we go.
I noticed that the price increases have maintained, but yeah.
You know.
But anyway, it's a nice change.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what we got. So we figured we would go through kind of some of the highlights, at least for us.
Yes.
Highlights in general, for the most part.
Yeah.
Of what happened at Disney. It was a busier year than I remembered.
Yeah, and a lot of this is what we did. So, I mean, there were a lot of these were just,
Yeah, but we tried to keep it like
higher level on what we did.
Yeah, not just, we came over here and rode this and saw so-and-so and left.
Yeah.
A little more, 30,000 foot view, at least 10,000 foot view.
Yes.
So starting off in January, we had the Festival of the Arts, which came with it a 6-hour wait for a Figment popcorn bucket.
Yep. Now
it's a cool popcorn bucket.
Yeah, we didn't wait 6 hours though.
No, but we waited about 2.
Yeah, twice.
Second time, I don't remember it being 2 hours.
No, it was about an hour. So,
but the first time it was pretty crazy, and it was like the second or third day that they've been doing them.
Yeah, but day one was a 6-hour wait.
Yeah, I don't understand
why.
I don't understand the thought process on selling them in one location.
No, not when, like, for example, when some of the other buckets came out at Magic Kingdom, you go and buy it online, and then you go to it at any time and go and pick it up.
Mobile order.
Right.
Now, I mean, if you'd let everybody mobile order, you would have had a 6-hour line at mobile ordering to go pick them up. But, I mean, it seems like there was a lot of places they could have done it. They did a really good job with Remy, with a virtual queue for the merchandise. Something else they did that way too. In the
World Showplace.
The World Showplace. I think there were other ways they could have done it. Maybe I want to say maybe they learned something, but Remy was October before this.
Right. And that ran very smooth.
It was great.
So I'm not sure why.
Even the virtual queue for 50th anniversary merchandise day on October 1st of 2021.
Right.
Went as smooth as it could be.
Considering the amount of people trying to get in that queue. Right.
But anyway, Figment popcorn buckets.
Yep.
February was G3. And for those who don't know, that originated with the Geekin' on WDW podcast. Mm-hmm. Kurt Stone.
Yes.
So G3 is the Grand Geekin' Gathering.
Yes, it is.
And there were, 90 some people. I don't remember if there were 100 this year or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It was very close.
It was very close.
About 100.
It was about 100.
Whatever it was. Was it 4 days? Yeah. Did all 4 parks.
Mm-hmm. And then there was
different activities around,
Right. And then there was the extra day that ended up being the VIP tour.
Right. But that wasn't officially part of G3.
Right.
So we had our meetup on the Liberty Bell. That was super cool.
It was super cool, which was on Friday.
Got a big group photo.
And a really cool video. What is it? Ken took that really cool video.
Yeah, the time-lapse video. That was awesome.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you. I was very moved by the amount of people that came to that.
Yeah, I know. It was amazing.
I actually teared up.
I know you did. What else did we do cool? There was a VIP tour that wasn't officially part of G3, but it was the day after the last official day.
Right. There was the
fireworks
dessert party
for 75 of our closest friends.
Yes.
For our friends Tony Ann and Kevin, their kind of joint birthday.
And that was an amazing event.
It was. So, and a lot of podcasters there. It was Tony Ann from the Disney Crush podcast and Kevin Curtis Allen from That Florida podcast and Brit's Guide to Disney Vacation Club, or DVC, I think it is. Brit's Guide to DVC. Mm-hmm. So there were a lot of us around.
Yes, there were.
And it was a very, very cool weekend. A lot of emotion and
then
a lot of fun.
Yeah, then I think Sunday was
next Hollywood year. Studios. It's going to be 2023. It's going to be in October.
Mm-hmm.
So make your plans.
Make your plans.
I don't remember when. It's in October, though.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
We've
got plenty of time to.
Yes.
Or hit us up on Facebook and we'll figure out what the date is. I don't remember offhand.
Yeah, I have it in here somewhere.
Yeah, so that was February.
Mm-hmm.
March, Flower and Garden Festival started.
Yes, it did.
And we did our anniversary trip, which was big, long. It wasn't even long. It was like 3 days.
I know.
It still was long. We did a
lot of stuff.
Yeah. We did a fairy tale fireworks cruise,
which we highly recommend.
Yeah, that is on one of the ferries. I think it may have been on the Joe Potter, but it may have been the other one. I don't remember for sure.
Right.
Out in Seven Seas Lagoon.
Mm-hmm. It's like a dessert party. They have drinks as well, and then amazing views of the fireworks.
Yeah, just parked out there in the lake, and everybody got on one side of the boat. It didn't tip over, so that's cool. And watch the fireworks, and then when the fireworks end, you go as fast as that boat will go back to
the dock.
Transportation Center. So, but it very cool. And it was, I don't know, with tax and DVC or AP discount, it was in the 70s.
Yeah, it was under 150 for both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and we got that last minute too.
It was, yeah. The last couple day or two before it happened, before the event.
Mm-hmm.
We did a Moonlight Magic. It was the first Moonlight Magic back.
Yes, it was.
At Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
So that we did with our friends Dave, also from the Disney Crush podcast.
Uh-huh.
And Veronica and Olivia came with us.
Yes.
We got the now famous in our circle, photo at the companion bathroom with Rhino from one of the Big Boy podcasts.
Yes.
We don't want to embarrass him, so we'll just say one of the Big Boy podcasts.
Yes, and Dave was
I think it's like an acoustic podcast because they're unplugged.
Oh.
So I think they do it like acoustic, like the MTV thing used to be.
And Dave was like a little kid, so excited when he saw him.
Oh, and Olivia was so excited she wouldn't even talk to him and didn't get in the picture.
I know. She was so shy about it. And it's the first time Olivia
she's the one that saw him.
Yeah. And it was the first time Olivia had seen Harmonious as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. April, Easter. They had the Easter eggs at the resorts.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the Easter version of the gingerbread houses.
Yes. They were very cool.
Chocolate and candy and icing.
And some of them were huge.
And some of them were the Seven Dwarfs one was so detailed. It had the whole mine and cabin, and it was an Easter egg.
I know.
But it really wasn't. It was just a display.
Yes.
So they were super cool. We also did Dapper Day with a group of, I don't even remember, what were there, like 26 or something of us?
There were a bunch of us, yeah.
And that was so much fun.
Yes, and that was end of April at Epcot.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of dapper people at Epcot.
It was very crowded and people were dressed to the nines.
To the nines, yeah.
And so was our group.
Yeah, I think we looked really good. We had the Alice in Wonderland theme.
Yeah.
Which was nice. So we all picked characters. So
right. I was the Dodo, which is appropriate.
And I was Alice's older sister.
Right. We decided very last minute, so we got what was left.
Well, in
the characters.
But it worked.
It did. It worked fine.
Mm-hmm. We had a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. In May, we came over and met with our real good friend, Travis Dietrich, who was doing a fundraiser for Give Kids the World. He rode Small World all day long on May 14th. Raised, I do not remember the exact number, and I've been asked a couple times. Somewhere between $4,200 and $4,500, I believe.
Right.
Dollars. Which, from my understanding, is a little more than what it costs for a family for a week.
Right.
We rode it 20 times that day, he and I together.
Yes.
That is a bonding moment, let me just say. know more about that, right? The cast members were great. We had one girl that we kept seeing over and over who was one of the trainers for the ride. So she was telling us, look for the hidden Mickey in this room and look for the blue elephant. And so it was cool.
I wrote it with you, but it's not as many times
and then
as you did.
We wrote it the last 3 times without getting off finally.
Yeah.
And so we got to 20. That was enough.
That was the goal, was to get to 20.
I think that became the goal as we started getting, up to 13, 14. And we're like, okay, well, it's too early to stop.
Right.
I think Travis had committed to 12 hours.
Yes.
And, we did have a couple of bathroom breaks and a couple of go get something to eat breaks.
Right.
But it was a long line all day.
Yeah. No, there was a line all day. There was a couple times they got you in.
Yeah. Yeah. Took us out and threw us through the lightning lane a couple times.
Right.
But as we got there, we were like, we got to get to 20.
Right.
And
then the cast members were kind of rooting for you to get to 20.
Oh, yeah. 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 So it was cool. We had shirts that we'd made up. And so super cool to be a part of that. Yeah. Thank you for letting me tag along, Travis.
I think he's really happy that you did.
On a different note, they started the Guardians of the Galaxy's previews in May. So with DVC ones and D23 and annual pass holders and all that. We did ours on the 21st.
Right.
I think there were 11 of us for that.
11 of us, yep.
And we made our TikTok.
We did. You're famous TikTok.
We were TikTok famous.
I know.
For like a half an hour.
Yeah. And we had
for like 8 hours.
Yeah. And we had the 12 and 10-year-old help us do it.
Well, we had to. None of us knew how to do a TikTok. In June, our friends Ken and Judy and Kurt and Margita came down. And so we got to spend a real good day with Kurt Stone and Auntie Judy and Uncle Doc and
Margita. And
Margita.
we had a really
met Margita before. That was a lot of fun. We might have barely just met her the first time we met Kurt.
Right.
But had never really spent any time with her because she hadn't been down in a couple of years.
Right. And we had a really nice time. We ate at Tokyo.
We ate twice. We ate at the
Connections Cafe. Eatery, right.
Because the cafe is Starbucks.
Right. Connections Eatery. And then we had dinner at Tokyo Dining. Yes.
And both were probably better than expected.
Yes, they were.
Yeah. We also did another fireworks cruise, but this one was on a pontoon boat.
Right.
Out of the Contemporary. And we did another one of those later on.
Right.
From a different place. Actually, we'll go ahead and talk about it now. In October, we also did a fireworks cruise on the pontoon boat for
Epcot for Harmonious.
That one, they take you right out to the lake in Epcot.
Right.
And the fireworks view can't be beat.
Yeah. You're in between. You're sitting there in the water where the bridge is between France and UK.
Yeah. But on the
water.
Yeah. On the, I guess, the UK side. Right?
Yeah.
No, on the French side.
Yeah.
Well, no, on the UK side.
Yeah.
But you get on the boat and they take you around. The one for the Magic Kingdom, leaving from the Contemporary, we went out to Wilderness Lodge, and the pre-trip was way better.
Yes.
For the Magic Kingdom fireworks, but you were much further away from the fireworks out on the lake.
Yes.
We had a great captain and a great time, and it was super cool, and I'll do it again. But the fireworks view was definitely better at Epcot.
Oh, yes.
But you're literally on the lake.
Right.
In the park.
Right.
July, it was 4th of July. We hung out with our friend Jen Pulliam. like for the whole weekend.
It was not planned that way. It just
and we
worked
didn't
out that way.
even do that much.
No,
but
we
We
didn't.
had long days.
I know.
But we met Nate, Mr. Tom Morrow, aging Mr. Morrow.
Yep.
We did the beer garden. What do they call that?
The
Garden Rocks.
Garden
Eat to the
Rocks.
Beat. That's what it was. Eat to the Beat thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw a group called the M80s, which is a local band.
So entertaining.
And they were fantastic. Like, they were better than, like, real bands that I've seen perform there.
Well, because they had a blast. They're singing, they're doing covers, singing songs that everybody knows, and just getting the audience involved.
The clarinet playing the lead guitar part on Sweet Child of Mine is one of the funniest, best things I've ever seen a band do. So, and they're a local band. They actually perform locally under a different name. The M80s is like a franchise thing. So there's M80s all over the country using that name. But they were really good here.
Yes.
Food and Wine Festival started in July.
Yeah, I think it was same time.
And the Magic Band Plus came out.
Right.
For better or for worse. I mean, I enjoy it. I think it's fun to play with.
Yeah.
You know, I like that it goes off during the fireworks. Mostly you feel the vibration. You've got to look down at it to see that it's changing colors, but it's pretty cool. It's fun to play with. And it's fun when it works with the statues.
Yes. Yes.
When it works.
When it works.
Statues.
Yeah.
But it's cool. It does other stuff that I don't know that it was even advertised.
Right.
The way it flickers with the lights in the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah. That was, I had no idea it did that.
You know, yeah. So, and I don't know if it's just my Haunted Mansion one that does that, but
I'm not sure either.
I know it does. So it's very cool.
Yes, it is.
In August, we were here for our friend Samantha's birthday.
Yes.
We went to Citrico's for the first time.
Which was outstanding.
It was.
Absolutely outstanding.
That was a busy day. We just got here.
Yeah.
Right? All right. So we went to
Trader Sam's. Right. Then
we went from there
to Citrico's. Right.
Then we went to Epcot and rode Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
Then we came back to the Contemporary and went to the Top of the World. Because it had basically just officially opened.
Right. Because they had the Villains Lair and it just reopened. And
all in one night.
Yes.
All in one night. I didn't get here till like 4:00.
Right. And we went Top of the World after the fireworks had already happened, but it still stayed open.
Right. Yeah. Till like 11:00, whatever it was. The next day we did an H2O Glow Night, which is the after hours party at Typhoon Lagoon.
Yes.
And
that was fun.
So much fun.
Like so much fun.
So much fun. The wave pool, which I didn't do because I was just beat at that point.
Yeah.
But the whole thing was so much fun. And I don't know how many of us there were, but a bunch.
A bunch of us. Yeah.
4, 6, 7.
I think there was probably
11 of us for that. I think maybe 12. There were 12.
Yes. But it was fun.
Yeah, it was. The other thing that happened in August, every year, by the way, Halloween decorations went up at Magic Kingdom.
Yep. And the
Halloween parties started.
I know. In August.
In
August. Which I'm okay with.
They almost all sold out.
Yes.
Yeah, it started. September, we went to the Halloween party on the 2nd.
Yes.
So that was Labor Day weekend.
Correct.
Food and Wine was still going on at Epcot. And Hurricane Ian came through on September 28th. And Disney closed.
They did.
Evacuated Wilderness Lodge.
No.
the cabins at Wilderness Lodge.
Cabins at Wilderness Lodge, Fort Wilderness.
The bungalows.
The bungalows and the treehouse.
And the tree houses, right.
Right.
We just actually got to go on a tour of the tree houses. We had an issue with the TV in our room when we checked in.
Yeah.
So Karen had called down. The head of housekeeping for the building came up, and we were talking to him for a few minutes, and had said something about the tree. Well, he's in charge of this building, grandstand,
and
the tree houses. And we were like, oh, we're going to do the tree house in April. We're having about 35, 40 people for a party over there.
Right.
Which he didn't even blink. He's like, oh, you guys are going to love it. Have you ever been over there? No.
We're like, no, we haven't.
Like, come on. So we jump in his golf cart. We ride over to the tree houses, got the tour.
Yeah.
Went in one of them.
Because it's
going to be a blast.
It's going to be a blast. And then he showed us the ADA ones, the ones that for the
accessible ones.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
it's going to be perfect.
Yeah, so can't wait for that.
It just so people know, I know if you look at it on the DVC thing, it shows you pictures of it. Pictures do not do it justice.
It doesn't. The pictures look dated. It doesn't look dated inside.
No.
It looks bigger inside than the photos or the drawings do.
Right. It's going to be set. It's a perfect setup.
Yeah, and it doesn't cost as much as a Grand Villa.
Right.
Points wise,
right.
So, but I also see the reason you have to evacuate. One thing is you end up with, when it floods, people stuck in them.
Right.
I don't think it has nothing to do with like they're going to blow over or anything like that.
No, but
also the air conditioners are on the ground outside.
Mm-hmm.
So theoretically you get a foot of water in there and you could have some problems.
Yes.
So, I understand why they're evacuated when a storm is coming through.
Yes. But I think Disney's really good about being cautious.
Yeah. And so it came through, I don't know what time it actually hit the Orlando area. Late afternoon, I guess, on that Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
They started checking people into the hotels again on Friday morning.
Right.
And reopened the parks, phased opening on Friday morning. There was a lot of damage. There were a lot of trees down.
Yes.
Still a lot of standing water. They had a lot of pumps running around Saratoga.
Yes, because Friday.
We were here that Friday.
Friday night, yeah.
And so they did a great job getting everything opened back up as quickly as possible.
Yeah, because that was Epcot's, because right into that was Epcot's 40th.
Yeah, kudos to everybody who was involved in
They were working big overtime on trying to get it, opened up and cleaned up enough.
Yeah. In October was Epcot's 40th.
October 1st.
On October 1st.
Yep.
They opened October 1st, 1982.
Mm-hmm. And that's when we did the Epcot fireworks cruise with some of our dear friends.
Yeah. Josh D'Amaro.
Yeah.
And his tight jeans were here.
Yes.
Bob Chapek didn't show up.
No, but Jeff Alley was here too. Jeff Alley was there.
Well.
He should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He runs Walt Disney World Resort. So they had a pretty cool presentation ceremony. That was really it.
Yeah.
They sold a lot of merchandise and they had 40-minute ceremony.
Yeah.
And they had a D23 thing.
Mm-hmm.
Paid deal.
Right.
But that was really it.
It wasn't a big...
I don't even know. Do they still have 40th anniversary merchandise anywhere?
They actually still have some at Creation Shop.
Okay. But didn't make as big a deal as I thought they would have.
Yeah, I would have thought it would have been bigger for 40th, but
happy birthday, Epcot.
Yay!
Also in October, Yeehaw Bob came back.
Yes.
So, thank God.
I know.
Yeah, and just as good as you remember from back when.
It's
so
fantastic.
I think we were here for the first show, weren't we? I believe we were. Maybe it wasn't the first, but we were here right at the beginning of when he came back.
Right.
May have been the first show. But I can't remember for sure. It was definitely like within the first week.
Right.
In fact, it was so good we came back the next night for it. In November, Fantasmic finally returned.
Yes.
Updated. We just talked about that last week. You can
Yes.
go check that out. Actually, I think we may have talked about it 2 weeks in a row, but you can go check that out on episode 121. We did kind of a review with some spoilers, but I don't think they're really spoilers.
No. At this point, no.
No. Christmas started at the Magic Kingdom, and actually not just at the Magic Kingdom, but basically on November 1st, as soon as they started breaking down for the Halloween party, the Christmas decorations went up. The tree wasn't up for like another day or two.
Yeah, they had a little issue with it.
But there were things down Main Street, all the wreaths and holly and garland and lights. And
it's so pretty.
It is.
So pretty.
It is. And it's still pretty because it's still up.
I know. We attended.
The Christmas parties started on November 8th. We went on the 10th.
Right.
The Christmas tree stroll at Disney Springs started up. The gingerbread houses hit the resorts.
Yep.
And Night of a Million Lights started at Island H2O to raise money for Give Kids the World Village.
Yep.
So, and again, we've talked about that. Was it as good as last year? No. Was it still good and worth going to? I'd say for sure.
Yes.
You know, I mean, it was just different. Last year it was on houses and around the houses, and you got to see.
And you were at the village, and I think it had more of an impact.
Getting to see what they actually are providing.
Yes.
Really hit you. And then, you know what really hit you is when you see how many houses and condos or whatever there are there, and that now they're full.
And they're, knowing that they're full is
now,
really.
Granted, that's, 3 years of built up demand, I guess, for lack of a better word. But, but yeah. So, still a great cause. We did that twice. We did it again in December.
Yes, we did. Festival of the Holidays started.
Festival of the Holidays started. And the Guardians of the Galaxy did their
holiday
remix, I guess we'll call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They put a new song in Guardians of the Galaxy. It's cute. And we've talked about it.
Yeah.
So no need to really get back into it.
Right.
Short part is, I think if it was a more familiar song rather than a song made up for this, it would be better.
Right.
Because you just can't pay attention to the song.
Right.
So I think it makes the ride better when it's, one
song
of the original 6 very familiar to everyone songs,
Right.
I would dare say that there isn't a song of those 6 that people even kids are getting off going, I've never heard that before.
Right.
But the Christmas song you've never heard before.
Yeah, haven't.
Enchantment at the Top started up at Top of the World.
And we went to the first one.
Yeah, we did. We were there for the very first one of those. And it's a very cool event.
It is a very cool event.
So we are doing that again on the 30th. So, and by the way, great view of the fireworks if you don't want to go down there and fight the crowd for 4 hours to get a spot to see the fireworks.
All right.
The biggest news probably of the whole year.
Right.
So, of the whole year. Bob Chapek
bye-bye
officially left the company. That was what they said, right? He decided to step down.
Yeah.
As CEO, and Bob Iger came back.
I know.
So it's only been, feels like it's been forever. It's not been a month.
I know.
It's right at a month, I guess.
I guess so, yeah. Because it was right before Thanksgiving.
It was a Sunday before Thanksgiving.
Right.
So then the night, like minutes before he was to go on stage to introduce Elton John for his 10th farewell concert.
Yeah.
They all do it. I thought Elton John retired like 5 years ago.
I did too.
They all do it.
Yep.
I've been to Kiss's farewell tour 3 times. And those started 30 years ago.
Yep.
So anyway, that was that. And in December, like we said, we did Night of a Million Lights again because you need to.
Yep.
With our friends Dave and Veronica, Tony Ann, Phyllis, Deirdre, Ken and Judy were back to see Christmas decorations.
Yep.
We did the last Christmas party, which ended on
22nd.
Technically, I guess it ended the 20th. Well, no, it ended at midnight. So yeah, it was on the 22nd. And the next morning, the Walt Disney World Railroad started on the 23rd.
I know.
And let's see what else happened in December. Well, we're going on the Star Cruiser.
I know.
On the Star Cruiser.
I'm so excited. I almost couldn't sleep last night.
Yeah, I didn't have that problem. I was beat. I mean, I had to get up in the morning and drive to Naples and then do a job and then get to a hotel and do it all again today. So
I know.
So anyway, that's all I got for today. For this week.
Okay.
Thanks everyone for listening once again to the podcast. We are on Instagram at Mickeyphile_podcast. We're also on TikTok and Twitch at the same place. I haven't done anything at Twitch because I'm really not sure it's the right social media, but we're on Twitch.
We're there.
People start following, then we'll go on and put videos. How about that?
Yeah.
There's a Facebook page. Our Facebook group is the Mickeyphile Improvement District. You can find us on the web at mickeyphile.com. Email us, mickeyphilepodcast@gmail.com. Podcast is available everywhere you can find podcasts. Best way to support the show is subscribe, like, review, rate, follow, ring the bell. Tell your friends, your family. Scream it from the mountaintops. That'll help us out. That's all I got. Goodbye.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.